Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and today this is my entry into Comic Collector Geeks Friday Comic Challenge. Now, this week's challenge is Kids on Covers. Let's get into it. Now, this has 10 comics, but I cheat. So I have 11. But one of them might really be a cheat. So I'm saving that one till the end. And we're going to kick it off with House of Mystery number 223 with this beautiful Luis Dominguez cover. And as you can see, there's two kids playing on a dock there with a little boat, and there's something nasty this way comes. This was published in 1974. Next up, I had to have him in here. Casper, TV Showtime. And there's two kids watching TV, and Casper's jumping out of the cover. I believe this is a Warren Kramer cover, and it's from 1980. And this is the first issue, by the way. Next up, I had to have my boy Richie Rich in there. Here's Richie Rich and his girlfriends, number 5. And again, I believe it's a Warren Kramer cover, and it's from 1980 also. And it has Gloria, Little Dot, Little Lotta, and Little Audrey. So they're all little except for Gloria. And I need to do I need to get rid of that spine roll. I hate spine rolls with a passion. I'm going to do another video about spine rolls, the way I do them now. Here's another one that needs a little bit of a spine roll fix. And this is Archie Giant Series, or Archie Giant Series magazine, number 195 with Little Jinx. And she's taken Santa's sleigh, and she's got a bunch of kids in the sleigh with her. So, like I said, these are not in any particular order. Though the last one is probably my favorite. Next up, we have 4-color number 1079. David Gantz did the cover of this Little Rascals comic. Of course, the Little Rascals, you have 3 kids. This one's not in great shape, but and I'll probably do a little conservation on it eventually. It's got a minor tear that starts here and goes down to the bottom of the page. And I would have taken this out of the plastic so you could see it better, but the tear. So we need to try to fix that up a little bit. Someday. I've got so many comics in my pile that need conservation, it isn't funny. Next up, Little Lulu number 217. And of course it has Lulu and Tubby on the cover. And I have no idea who did this one. This is after they dropped the name Marge's Little Lulu. And it was published around 1974. Since this is the Whitman, it might have come out a little bit later because these were put into 3-packs. 3-packs or 5-packs or whatever. Next, we have a B.C. Boyer cover, and this one has a... I think I want to do a little conservation on this one also. And this is Eclipse Monthly number 3. And of course, there's a lot of kids on the cover of this one. So, I tried to pick things I didn't think anybody else would pick, but you never know. Next, from Pines Comics, an Al Wiseman cover, although he signed it as Hank Ketchum. Of course, Dennis the Menace number 30. And it has Dennis and I believe that's Tommy on the cover. And they're having peanut butter cones. Sounds delicious. One more. This one is a cover from 1952 by Ernie Bushmiller, and it's Nancy and Sluggo number 20. And of course, it features Nancy and Sluggo on the cover. Another one that could use a little help. Couldn't very well get away without showing at least one House of Secrets cover, because there's so many of them that have children on the covers it isn't funny. And I picked number 82. Has a couple of kids there, one dressed up as a cowgirl, the other is as an indigenous people. Indians. I'm old, okay? I call them Indians. Original Americans, if you want. And of course, there's a ghost coming out of the out of the idiot box there, the TV. And that's 10. But like I said, I cheat. And people might disagree with me that this one has his kids. And I really looked for for a comic that had goats on the cover, because those really are kids. But I settled for this instead. This is from, this has a cover date of September 1949. Some of you probably already know what it is. It's 4-color, number 108. Or no, excuse me, not 4-color. It's Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, number 108. And it's the earliest appearance that I have with Huey, Dewey, and Louie on the cover. And they are and since they are Donald's nephews and they are considered young, they are definitely kids, in my opinion. This, of course, is a cover by the wonderful Carl Barks, who did so much amazing artwork in the 40s for Disney, and just is underappreciated today. Back in the 70s, in the early 70s, you couldn't touch a comic like this unless you have a lot of money. You know, we're talking, this comic wasn't too far behind Superman or Action Comics number 1 back in the early 70s. Now, of course, $100-200 you probably pick up a copy. It's not worth it what it once was. But I love this cover and had to include it. That is my 10 plus 1 for this Friday comic challenge.